Do you own a Samsung Galaxy S24, S24 Plus, or S24 Ultra? Or I guess you could own all three. If you do, this video might be for you. I'm going to discuss how you can charge your Samsung Galaxy S24 device. This is the official Samsung.com page for the Samsung Galaxy, all three models. And if you notice, I'm going to show you that when you order directly from Samsung, you do not receive a charger. The Galaxy S24 is selected, and then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it tells you what's in the box. And I already have it selected. And you receive the smartphone, the data cable, and the ejection pin, but no charger. Now, if I were to choose quickly, muy rápido, the S24 Plus, I'm going to prove to you that they don't actually provide a charger if you order it directly from Samsung. So browse all the way down to what's in the box, and just the smartphone, data cable, and ejection pin. And then up here, if you choose the Galaxy S24 Ultra and scroll all the way to the bottom, you do not receive a charger. So if you do not receive a charger with your Samsung Galaxy S24, then I'm going to discuss how you can charge your Samsung Galaxy S24. And come on. Okay, what's in the box? Alright. Just the smartphone, the data cable, and the ejection pin. So quickly about the data cable. When I viewed the data cable, it looks like it's probably just a universal serial bus type C. It doesn't specify, it doesn't say whether or not it is a universal serial bus type C, which is the newer rounded, small rounded, or the older school universal serial bus type A. I think that they might be both universal serial bus type C. Now, modern computers, and then obviously smartphones, have a universal serial bus type C connector, which is rounded, it's thinner and newer. What you can do, if you have an older computer, or your computer does not have a universal serial bus type A, which is the older school, it's a little bit larger and flat, male, female type connector that's been around for quite a long time, you could then try to find an adapter. If your computer or device, or you're able to plug into a universal serial bus type C port, then you can use this cable as a way to charge it. It's classified as a data cable, but since they don't provide wall adapters, then you would use that to charge it. Okay, now I'm going to go over some tips. So that is my main tip. If you can also purchase them from Samsung. You can potentially purchase a wall charger. On this page, you'll notice that Samsung discusses that since a few years ago, they have no longer shipped chargers, but they always issue a universal serial bus type C cable, and you can use an older charger. It says chargers with super fast charging. The S24 is included. You can charge with a standard 15 watt fast charger or a super fast 25 watt charger. And if you've had a Galaxy device since then, you will be able to use this charger. Now, Samsung may or may not sell them as an accessory. Also, if you purchase a Samsung Galaxy S24 from your preferred wireless provider such as T-Mobile, American Telephone Telegraph, etc., then they may or may not include a wall charger. Okay? And they do stipulate on this page that you can use a universal serial bus type C cable, which can plug into a wall charger. But you would want to make sure that it is compatible with your Samsung Galaxy S24. So that's my main tip. Now here's some other tips. Use the original charger. If your Samsung Galaxy does come with a charger, or you purchase an official one as an accessory, you want to make sure that you use that original charger. You know what I'm saying? And then I just specified that they don't actually provide one on their official sales page. Now you can use the universal serial bus Type-C cable, although if you just use the cable, it's a slow charge, but if you have a compatible Samsung Galaxy wall charger, then you can plug the universal serial bus Type-C cable into that and use it to charge your Samsung Galaxy S24. And it is recommended that you use the original Samsung Galaxy S24 universal serial bus Type-C cable to charge. If you lose that cable and you try to use a third party, maybe a different brand of smartphone, there is no guarantees that the charging results may vary. So there's no guarantees that it's going to charge correctly. Now, one other tip is you might want to avoid wireless charging. Now, it is convenient. However, if you want to quickly charge your Samsung Galaxy S24, it is preferred that you use a wired charger, a wall charger. Wireless can be slower, and it can then take longer to then charge your device fully. Now, this one is debatable. I've used smartphones before, and a lot of times I leave them plugged into their wall outlet. But it may be, this one you could look in on your own. You should always look and verify that anybody on YouTube or any of these video platforms, what they claim, right? So this one, I would say that it's you might want to look into whether or not it is preferable to not charge up to 100%. This here says that you may want to, and it is recommended to charge your Samsung Galaxy S24 smartphone between 20 and 80%. And not always just charge it to 100%, but it depends on, you could certainly study that subject on your own. And I've charged to 100% for a long time, and I've never really had that many problems. Supposedly, it can, if you don't charge to 100%, it can extend the battery life, possibly. Avoiding extreme temperatures is another tip. You want to make sure that the charger and your smartphone, the Samsung Galaxy S24, is not in a very hot environment or a very cold environment. So it is recommended between 20 degrees Celsius up to 25 degrees Celsius, or 68 degrees Fahrenheit up to 77% Fahrenheit. Also, try to avoid exposing the charger and your Samsung Galaxy S24 to direct sunlight or extremely cold temperatures, as that can potentially damage the battery. Now, when you are charging, you can turn off any applications that are not necessary, that are not essential, that might be running in the background. You can also close any smartphone applications that you're not using. You can disable Wi-Fi, you can disable Bluetooth, and you can even disable mobile data, and also you could lower the screen brightness. This could potentially reduce the energy that is consumed by your smartphone and potentially result in a faster charge. Now, charging overnight. Again, I have charged smartphones overnight and I haven't really seen any major problems, but it might be recommended that you avoid charging your Samsung Galaxy S24 smartphone overnight. It can possibly occasionally degrade your battery health. Okay. Now, smartphones, modern ones, are equipped with mechanisms and sensors to prevent overcharging. So they will stop charging your Samsung Galaxy S24, as an example, the battery, once it reaches 100%. But one tip is potentially, again, this is another one that you could look up and verify on your own. And try not to, charge overnight, a daily habit, although I do a lot. It also could be that I don't spend a lot of money on smartphones, so that could be another thing. It's one thing to spend less than 100, but if you're spending, 1,000 or more, maybe you might want to look into that one and the other tip. Now, the Samsung Galaxy S24 smartphone offers different power saving modes that could potentially help conserve and extend the battery life. So another tip is that you could try to use one of the battery saving modes. It could reduce the power consumption, which might allow for a more efficient charging session. Okay, so in summation, you want to make sure that you use any original wall charger, universal serial bus cable. You know what I'm saying? Especially the wall charger. If you lose one, it might be advantageous for you to order a replacement directly from Samsung or an official Samsung Galaxy S24 universal serial bus type cable and or wall charger. Also, avoiding extreme temperatures. We went over that. Then the other two ones that were not charging it up to 100%, try to stay somewhere between 20 and 80%. And then also maybe not, charging it overnight. Okay, that is this video pertaining to how you can charge your Samsung Galaxy S24. If you ever need online computer technical support, I have partnered with a third-party company that you can see on screen. That website on screen has this service. You can communicate to computer technicians over online real-time chat, SMS, text message, email, voice, video, remote. This service is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. If you ever need an online computer technical support, you can ask a computer technician now. I am not receiving compensation. However, if you use that service, I receive a commission. Again, you can visit that website that's on screen, that computer business. Yeah. And there is a virtual assistant on screen. Adios.